The pundit reaction on the night of the second debate was that Kamala won very clearly. I went on Piers Morgan's show a day or two later, and he said it was a clear victory for Kamala. And I said, look, I thought Kamala did relatively well. Her predecessor basically died on stage, so she certainly did better than Joe Biden. And Trump missed some opportunities, sure, but I don't think it was a total clear-cut victory. The pundit class said, no, it was a total clear-cut victory. Trump really lost. Kamala really won. Well, a poll that just came out of YouGov suggests that's maybe not the case. And they asked two questions, not even about the debate, but about what happened after the debate. You know, Taylor Swift endorsed right after the debate. And Republicans had been waiting for this for a long time. Taylor Swift, the biggest pop star in the world. Oh no, she's going to endorse Kamala. She's being artificially promoted, some of them suggested, so that she can endorse Kamala and it's going to sway all these votes. Well, the numbers, the polling and survey numbers on what the Taylor Swift endorsement means tell you a lot, not just about Swift and Kamala. They tell you a lot about the relationship between Americans and the media, because the results will shock you. There's so much more to say. First, though, go to lumen.me and use Knowles. It's tough to prioritize your health, especially if you're not sure where to start. It's not just about making a decision. It's about a commitment to a better quality of life, which is why I love Lumen. Lumen is the world's first handheld metabolic coach. I wish I had it on me. I keep forgetting to bring it into the studio because I keep it near to me. You know, I've got it in my office. You can take it home. You can transport it wherever you like. But what it does is it measures your metabolism through your breath. So you blow into it first thing in the morning. Maybe you blow into it after lunch. You blow into it and you can see whether you're burning mostly fats or carbs. What sets Lumen apart is its ability to understand you on a personal level. It takes your unique metabolic data, crafts a personalized nutrition plan for that day, tailored to your body's needs and goals. You know me, I'm a little bit of a Luddite, but this kind of technology is just so simple, which is my kind of technology. And then you don't need to worry, am I going to hire a personal nutritionist? Am I going to hire a private trainer? Am I going to hire this or that? You blow into your device, you get an insane amount of health data that can give you practical steps for your day. Go to lumen.me/Knowles, Knowles. Get 15% off Lumen, LUMEN.ME. Use Knowles for 15% off your purchase. Thank you, Lumen, for sponsoring this episode. I'm just going to ask you the question asked in the survey. Taylor Swift recently endorsed Kamala Harris for president. Do you think her endorsement will have a positive or negative effect on Harris's campaign? Very positive, somewhat positive, neither, somewhat negative, very negative, not sure. What would you say? I don't want to speak for you. I don't want to presume to speak for you, but I bet the vast majority of you listening right now would say, oh, it will have a positive or very positive effect on the campaign. That's what I would say. She's the biggest pop star in the world. People really like her. She became a billionaire after her Eras tour. So yeah, it's going to have a very positive. And that's what people respond. 23% say it'll have a very positive effect. 32% say it'll have a somewhat positive effect. 27% say neither positive or negative. Only 2% say a somewhat negative effect. Only 5% say a very negative effect. And 11% say they're not sure. So you've got 55% of people say it'll be somewhat positive or very positive. Only 7% say it'll be negative. Very clear. And only 27% say neither. Okay, so clear consensus. Taylor Swift's endorsement is really going to matter, and it's really going to make people more likely to vote for Kamala. Then the next question on the survey was, does Taylor Swift's endorsement of Kamala Harris make you more or less likely to vote for her? 5% say much more. 3% say somewhat more. So 8% total say more. 66% say no difference. 2% say somewhat less. 18% say much less. 5% not sure. I'm going to put all those numbers together. 55% of people say the Taylor Swift endorsement of Kamala is going to have a great positive effect on Kamala's campaign. Only 7% say it'll have a negative effect. But when you say, okay, how does it affect your view of Kamala? How does it affect your likelihood to vote for her? Only 8%. So it's like they flip. The numbers flip. Only 8% say this will make me more likely to vote for Kamala. And a whopping 20% say this will make me less likely to vote for Kamala. Those two questions show you the difference between prediction and personal behavior. We have a sense that everybody thinks and acts a certain way. But when we all have that sense, But then when you ask people about their personal behaviors, it's the opposite. So why is there such a chasm between our perception of society and the way that we actually behave when you ask us about us personally? Because of media propaganda. Because we don't talk to everybody in the country. We perceive things mediated by the media. And the media lie to us. They give us a false perception of the country. In reality, there is a major chasm between media perception and reality, both in the perception of it and in our behavior. Because we don't, even though we perceive, we say, man, everyone in the country is going to do a certain thing, and that's too bad, but I'm not. It's actually not working on us. If the media propaganda were really, really good, both of those questions would agree. They'd say, yeah, Taylor Swift is going to make me is going to make other people more likely to vote for Kamala, and it's going to make me more likely to vote for Kamala. But the media propaganda isn't quite that good. People are saying, yeah, I don't really give a damn what the media tells me to do. I'm not going to vote for Kamala. But I bet other dupes are going to vote for Kamala. So the media propaganda is good enough that we still think the media have a lot of power. But it's no longer good enough to actually persuade us to do what it wants us to do. It's a real subtle point that's in the tabs of this survey. But that, to me, is one of the most interesting polls, most interesting surveys to come out of this election. That was a great clip. Now hold up, ring the bell, subscribe to the Michael Knowles YouTube channel. We'll see you next time.